YouTube? Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're dropping the Corsa cold air intake into the Hellcat Widebody 22. I haven't seen too many videos, install videos of this Corsa cold air intake, new carbon design going into a newer Hellcat Widebody. So that's what this video is for. A basic how-to. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. It's kind of straightforward, but let's dive right in to the unboxing. As far as the packaging, everything was well packed with this. I have everything laid out on the workbench. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Going from right to left, we have the most important thing, the instructions. These are the tools you're gonna need. The aluminum heat shield, the hoses, the clamps, all the hardware in here. One with the dry filter. For this, we have the carbon fiber rain guard, which I already checked out, really nice. And the actual carbon fiber air duct. Here's the rain guard, carbon fiber, really nice, clean. I already checked for blemishes. I didn't see any. Now that I'm moving on to the air duct, really nice. Everything was double wrapped in this, and then that bubble wrap inside the box itself. First step, we're removing the electrical connection to the temperature sensor right here. Just go ahead and push in, pull up, move this out of the way right there. Also, on the Hellcats, if you have this right here, you don't need to go ahead and pry that. I started prying that, but just go ahead, rotate. You can rotate out. All right, because you want to go ahead and remove these three 10 mil nuts, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and you want to go ahead and remove this connection right here. So there's a little white tab. Just pull it back. Oh, there you go. Call it a day. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the crankcase vent line right here from the solenoid. So push down on this little tab. Do this one handed, y'all. So if I can do it with one hand, you guys got this. There we go. Now we're gonna start beginning to remove the air box and loosening things up. There's an 8 mil bolt here. I already took that out. Go ahead and loosen up your clamps with a flathead. So we can go ahead and start removing this and getting this loosened up. For this part, I said flathead. You can use a flathead, you can, or just use the 8 mil. And loosen it up. So after loosening up those clamps, I removed the air duct assembly, the factory one that was here from to the throttle body from the cold air intake. That's removed, as you can see. I removed the factory temperature gauge sensor there, so that's also removed. That's a twist. I think I did a counterclockwise and pulled up. Next up on step 12, you want to go ahead and use a heat gun. Now I'm using a hot blow dryer to disconnect the hose from the solenoid. As you can see here in the image, I'll show you on the car as well. So what they're referring to is this connection here to heat it up and pull from the solenoid side, not this side. So after about 60 seconds of heating it up, you can see that I was pretty close with the blow dryer. Just focusing around, moving it around, it came right off. So next what I did is I removed the top. As you can see, there's 3 8 mil screws, 1, 2, and I think the third one was right here. So 1, 2, and 3. Pulled off the top. Go ahead and remove this filter. And you want access to this right here, that inlet. So next you want to go ahead and install the heat shield or the hood seal onto the outer edge. So if you have it like this, that's how it goes. And then you want to install this little thin seal here and around the loop. Now, for whatever reason, they didn't give me a long enough piece, so there's that gap, which I'm a little hesitant about. And then you install the rain guard right there and right there. And then you'll have the washers. Now to remove the factory airbox bottom compartment, you will need to loosen up the bolts for the coolant tank and just have someone hold it up in a way so you can go ahead and get it over this grommet, push all the tabs in, there's 4 of them. And then while those are pushed in, you slowly wiggle the bottom part out and just lift it up. It is a pain in the ass. You will need 2 people. So I apologize for this next portion of the install, as I had completed the install in a rush because we were trying to make dinner, but I'll go through the steps and my tips. There are a lot of tips or I should say, don't take me for granted here. Not a lot, but there are tips to help the process, ease the process. What you want to do is take the filter. So once you have the rain shield or the water shield on, you're gonna put the filter through and clamp it down to the actual tube here, the duct, and tighten it down, get all that tightened. Now what I do recommend is take this little elbow that comes with the kit and put the little grommets in, and your air sensor, your temperature sensor there. Do it while it's not actually connected to the vehicle itself. That way, I had an oopsie when I was pushing this down. The grommet fell into here. I had to take everything back out. So do it while it's off, and attach your hose back. This is the one that's included with the kit. Attach it back over here on this end. You have it connected here, your sensor. And then this is connected to the throttle body itself. Tighten everything down, face up, so that way you can access it easily later if you need to go ahead and make a change, clean it out. When it comes to this, use the factory bolt there. Over here, you want to include the supplied bolt, your spacer. You have a washer, your lock washer, the spacer connected in, tighten it down, and you are then at that point good to go. Just make sure you go ahead, tighten these back down that you originally loosened in the beginning of the video. Connect everything back together right there, and then this one as well that we that one right there. So make sure everything's connected and you're good to go. So I forgot to mention, when you add the hose, the supplied hose, throw a little bit of WD-40, very little, on the plastic right here, so this hose can slide over pretty easily. Now this one was easy to slide in for me on the first go. This one was a little pain in the ass, so a little bit WD-40 did the trick there, and but we're good to go.